by looking at this video, you already know what it's about by looking at the title. It's pretty much prove my point, and I guess you can say put the nail in the coffin on this term. I'm going to use this right here, Webster's Unabridged Dictionary. Okay, so let me start with here, show you how old this book is, because in current edition of books right now, they removed the word. Okay, so you can tell 1987 was when this book was first published, but as years passed down, you know, they've taken words out, added words, you know, because of the agreement of, you know, language and terms, you know, throughout communities and the world. So let's get to the word. So here we are. The word coon. First definition, a raccoon. Second definition, slang, disparaging, and offensive term that is applied to a black person. Okay. Third definition, a rustic or undignified person. And we can pretty much stop right there. I mean, because this word has been thrown around because a person doesn't agree with the popular opinion, and it's used amongst black people towards other black people, even though this term was brought forth by white people for black people. You know, during the time it was, you know, heavily used, and you, like I say, around 1987 and on back, you know. But in today's world, it's so I have to ask a person, which definition are you using when you calling somebody a coon? Is it definition 1, definition 2, definition 3? So we know 1 can't be the answer, because, you know, the raccoons are still living animal, you know. 2, even though we can't be using that one, because if you a black person and you calling another person a coon, then by definition number 2, you are a coon as well. Now 3, you know, that now based on that definition, that could be applied to anybody. That could be applied to anybody. Okay, but what we'll do, we'll go in depth into definition number 3. We're gonna start out with the word rustic. All right, here we are at rustic. Oh crap. Wait till the airplane pass by. All right, rustic has quite a few definitions. You know, so we go definition 1, pertaining to a living in a country as distinguished from towns or city or rural. It's not really related to a person, so we're not talking about that. Number 2, simple, artless, or unsophisticated. Sorry about that, y'all. We could add that to that. Unclothed, rude, or boorish. We could go with that. Definition 4, made of roughly dressed limbs or roots of trees and as garden seats. Ain't gotta go with that one now. 5, of stonework, having the surfaces rough or irregular and the joints sucking or beveled. We ain't talking about that. 6, a country person. Oh, we could be stepping on toes with that one. I don't know if they want to use that. 7, an unsophisticated country person. So, for the sake, okay, a definition, I'll have to say, as far as definition 3 of the word coon, and the fact that it applies is defined by use of the word rustic, we can go with 2 and 3. We can go with 2 and 3. Okay, because 7, 6 or 7, unless you really know a person's background and how this word is being used toward people, you wouldn't know if a person is really from the country or not, especially if they haven't spewed their background towards you. Now let's go back to coon so we can define the rest of it. All right. Here we are. We back at definition coon. All right. We already looked at Rustic. Now let's get to the second part of definition number 3 of COON. Undignified person. Now, when you look in the dictionary, dignified is going to be a definition by itself. When you put UN in front of it, it's going to be the opposite. So if you try to go in the dictionary and look up undignified, you're not going to find it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to go to dignified and put on it, or UN on it. It'll make it the opposite. So we're going to go to dignified. All right, now we're at dignified. It's an adjective. Characterized or marked by dignity of aspect or manner, stately, decorous. Okay. But the word dignified is derived from the word dignify. Okay. We can go to that. To confer honor or dignity upon. Honor, ennoble. Second definition. To give a high standing title or name. To confer unmerited distinction upon. Put UN on it, you're gonna get the opposite of that. So when you dignify somebody, you hold them in a positive light. You have respect for that person. Of a person that's worthy of respect. So you put excuse me. So if you put the UN on front of it, that changes the definition. It makes it the complete opposite. So an undignified person is not somebody that is a person that you wouldn't respect. One considered to be noble. One considered to be a person that's of good nature. Let's get back to COON. Now we're back at COON. Now I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. So by looking at the definition, breaking it down word for word, COON is not a person who disagrees with you. A COON is not a person who disagrees with the popular opinion. Okay? Based on this definition, this is in regards to behavior. Okay? Because to dignify somebody, okay, they're not going to say it just because they feel like it. They're going to say it because they see this person's actions, and in their mind, they're going to determine, okay, this is some good behavior. He's doing good. Okay, so anything opposite that, it's going to be an undignified person. So there you are. It's your definition of a COON. The real definition.